Welcome to today's yoga class. It's a Monday morning and it's a dynamic yoga class, but as always we're trying to go from gentle to a little bit more dynamic. Listen to your body, listen to your breath. Most importantly, the breath will never lie, it will tell you how you're feeling, and just allow yourself to settle into your practice and enjoy your practice most of all. So come into a comfortable seated position. For the first one, after the mantra and the centering, we're going to have a breathing practice. So this one is quite important to sit upright. If cross-legged is not comfortable for you, then just allow yourself to have the legs straight or even sit on a chair or the couch. Allow yourself to arrive, find this beautiful stability in the lower body, relax the shoulders, wiggle around in the hip, wiggle around in the spine, and find that position that feels that you have stability in the body, you don't have to worry about in the centering, and are tuning in, and you're allowing yourself to settle here in this comfortable position. If you feel okay, close your eyes if you feel comfortable with that. And allow yourself to really connect into the physical body and finding the alignment that feels your perfect pose today. In our postures is always about how we feel, not how we look. So finding the stability in the lower body and then lifting the top of the head up towards the ceiling. Finding the length in the spine. Activating the muscles that keeping this strong support in the spine, but at the same time feeling the subtleness, the effortlessness in the body. Once you feel your physical alignment, you're happy with your physical alignment, and bring your awareness to your breath and connect to the breath. Inhaling and exhaling, and gently expanding. I like to think about a balloon, filling it up, blowing it up, letting every cell in the body get a nourishment, oxygen, and then on the exhalation, emptying fully, almost like deflating, and bringing the navel to the spine, activating this cleansing, this release. Stay here for a few more cycles, being completely aware of what's happening in the body. And allowing this time to arrive to the mat, to bring your awareness to the alignment to the physical body. And bring your awareness to the flowing of the breath. Smooth, continuous, effortless, deep yogic breathing. By coming to the mat and being aware of your place in the world, the physical body on the mat, and connecting to the breath, you already start to activate this soothing, calming, the rest and digest system in the body. Continuing with our tuning in, bringing the hands together, palms connecting together. Gently press the thumbs into the heart center, activating the fire in the heart. And tuning in with the Om mantra, raising the vibration. Om. intention for today's class. Knowing where do we want that energy to multiply. And then relaxing the hands, opening the eyes. We're going to start with a Kapalabhati, 3 rounds. The first round is going to be really slow and gentle. The Kapalabhati is this cold, shining breath. It's very good for clearing the chest, clearing this inertia from the mind. So it shines our mind, cleanses our mind. What we do is we take an inhalation and the focus is on the exhalation, and on the exhalation bring the navel actively in towards the spine and the pelvic floor up. So it's almost like take an inhalation and on the exhalation like you want to come into the skinny jeans. So you actively, on the inhalation just happens naturally. On the exhalation you actively bring in and up and the pelvic floor and the navel in and up as well. So it's almost like you're just disappearing in here, like bringing everything together. Okay, first round we're going to have 10 breaths and we're going to go nice and slowly just to get used to this. Anytime you're feeling dizzy or you're not feeling comfortable with this, just stop. Okay, after we finish the 10s, if you feel okay with that, take a deep inhalation and hold it in until you feel comfortable, okay? So we're holding of the breath. You may feel that this comes naturally. Never force it, just allow it to happen. So let's start with the first round of Kapalabhati. Inhalation just happens and exhalation is active. Exhale, bring the navel nice and active, 3. Continue in your own rhythm. So remember, we're going slowly now. Take an inhalation and on the exhalation, bring the navel in. Really find this massage in the core. And after the 10 breath, take an inhalation, hold it in if you can. Only until you feel comfortable with it. And on the exhalation, let it go, relax. Second round is going to be quicker. Anytime you feel that it's too much for you, you can go back to the slower, but if you feel okay, 15 breaths, a little bit quicker, like. So keeping the upper body nice and still, face relaxed, and only the belly is moving. And then hold it in after the inhalation. Exhale, relax. Last round. It's going to be 30 as quick as you can, okay? So you just go in your own rhythm, and after 30, if you're feeling dizzy or you don't feeling comfortable, stop. Otherwise, just really pump the air out, clear the chest, clear the skull, okay? In your own rhythm. Relax the legs out, just massage it a little bit. And just check in how you're feeling. Maybe do you feel a little bit of lightness? You feel that the energy has shifted. Just notice Kapalabhati breathing. And the third round, the quick one, is the actual one we just warmed up to it. So starting is a little bit on the floor. Take your block away actually. And just relax down onto the floor, shimming the shoulder blades out, pressing the lower back down, feet flat on the floor. We're going to activate with the bridge rolls. Root down with the feet. Inhale, press the lower back down, tuck the tailbone under and come up vertebra by vertebra, nice and strong, opening up in the chest, lifting up, squeezing, activating all the core muscles. And on the exhalation, come down, nice and soft. Try to bring the sit bones a little bit closer to the heel when you come down. Continue with this in your own rhythm again. When you're coming up on the inhalation, squeeze the glutes, activate the core, create this beautiful stretch and strengthening in the posterior chain, in the back body. And on the exhalation, you bring in the sit bone closer to the heels, you relax down. Listen to the spine, only come up until you feel comfortable. Continue with this nice and soft. Keep the gaze up towards the ceiling, chin tucked in, nice and long neck. And on the exhalation, come down. 2 more times, really just opening up the spine, creating these warmth, going in your own rhythm. Bridge rolls, breathing through the whole of the spine, massaging the spine and activating the core muscles. But notice how you're grounding with the soles of the feet. You're keeping the shoulders and the neck nice and soft. Inhale, come up for the 5th roll if I'm counting it okay. Squeeze the glutes, activate everything. And then come down nice and soft, relax down. Bring the shoulders out again, bring the knees in, give yourself a cuddle. So balancing strength, lifting, which activates this lifting from the earth, opens up the chest, but at the same time finding this balance of calming the mind, being aware of the body. So massaging the sit bones if you feel like it. And we're gonna come into the cat-cow, so really up to you depending how your lower back feels. Either hands underneath the knee and very gentle rocking movement. Take a couple of rocks, massaging through the spine, or turn to the side and come up to the seated position and make your way into the cat-cow. If you wish, you can always put that blanket underneath the knee. Know what feels right for you. Establish your cat-cow position. Wrists directly underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips, allowing yourself to come into the neutral position, which means that you're active. So you're not collapsing down, but you're nice and strong. Top of the head reaches away from the sit bone. You're bringing the navel in, pressing the lower back towards the ceiling, lifting up in between the shoulder blades. Nice and active here. Roll the shoulder back, lengthen. And then inhale, extend that right leg up, right leg back, keeping the hips nice and even so the toes are pointing down. Wow, I had the block there. I was like, that's easy. And then lift that right leg up, lengthen. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, stretch out, exhale, bring the right leg back, realign your position. Let's go to the other side. Inhale, stretch the left leg out, just warming up, and then lift it up, lengthen it away. So keeping the nice active core. One more breath. Exhale, inhale, exhale, release down, nice and soft. Okay, then coming into a couple of cat-cows, inhaling, opening up, rolling the shoulders away. Exhaling, tucking the tailbone under, navel to the spine. Release back. Realign if you find that this doesn't feel comfortable. Always be present in the body. One of the reasons why yoga is so beneficial in calming the mind and decreasing stress is that as we connect to the body, we're actually keeping the mind one-pointed, concentrating on what is happening, being aware of the sensations. Inhale. And actually, it helps not with being body obsessed, but body aware. So noticing what is happening, what is the sensation. And then slowly come back, realign into your position. Sit back onto your heel or cross-legged if you wish to, and just roll the wrist a couple of times. Nice little wrist circles. We're warming up, getting ready, lifting up. Okay. Then come back again into the all fours. This time the leg is bent. Lift that right leg up, nice and active. Heel is pushing towards the ceiling. And on the exhalation, coming into the cat. So navel to the spine. Bring the right knee into the chest. Bring the forehead and the knee together. And on the inhalation, open up and lengthen. Active but neutral spine. So tailbone tucked under, top of the head reaching away. Exhale, bring in the right knee again. Try to bring it to the forehead. Inhale, open up. One more time. Exhale, bring that right knee in. Inhale, open up. And on the exhalation, now bring that right knee out to the right elbow, and then lower it down, right shoulder, and then roll it down to the right elbow, and then bring that right leg on the outside of the mat. Come nice and soft, lengthen the spine, so try not to arch the back in here, lengthen, and come into gentle little hip circles. Nice and soft. Finding the balance between activating the core, massaging here, pull that blanket underneath the knee, other direction as well. Be free here. Think about moving that earth, moving that water to balance the kapha energy out, which is the energy of stagnation, lethargy, laziness. Yes. It is coming. And then bring that leg back. Come back onto the hero's pose, sitting on the heels if you wish to, a couple of circles in the arms. We almost finished with this slow and gentle warm-up. Gentle, sometimes I think the tiger is not that gentle. Coming back, realign your position. Let's do the other side. Lifting the left leg, heel is pointing towards the ceiling, active core. And on the exhalation, make yourself into a cat. Inhale, open up, shoulders away. Push the heels, whole of the sole of the feet towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring that left knee in. Inhale, open up, lengthen. Coming into the third one, navel to the spine, and then come back into your lifting in the bent leg. Inhale, and on the exhalation, bring that left knee to the left shoulder, and then lower it to the left elbow, and then bring it up to the left outside edge of the mat. Walk a little bit forward if you wish to. Just align yourself and coming into your hip circles. Nice and deep. Enjoying that movement. Other side as well. Okay, and then bring the leg back, walk the knees back a little bit, and then slowly lower yourself to the floor into your cobra, actually cobra variation. Lengthen the feet away, hug the pelvis to the mat, realign nice and comfortable. Inhale, extend the left hand forward, roll the shoulders back, and on the exhalation bend that right leg and try to grab your right leg. If this is too much, use the belt or a scarf, or just bend the leg and bring it. Okay, so here press the lower back down to the floor and just gently peel your leg back towards the back of the room, pressing into the hand, lifting the chest a little bit. Nice and soft, quite gentle. Breathe 3 deep breaths, keeping the core active, supporting the lower back. When you come up as far as you feel comfortable, breathe. You can extend the arms forward. Exhale. And then relax the hand, relax the leg. Bring the hands underneath the forehead. Maybe wiggle a little bit with the hips. Let's go to the other side. Extend the left arm forward this time. Right arm forward. Grab with the left hand the left ankle. Inhale, press the left ankle away and let the heart peel off. Roll the shoulders back. Gaze ahead towards that right hand. Lift up and breathe. One more deep breath in here. And then exhale, release. Come down, stretch the legs away. Bring the hands underneath the forehead. Wiggle the hip from side to side if you wish to. We're gonna go back to the right side again. But this time, if you feel okay, lifting the arm and then the leg as well. Left arm extends, right arm grabs the right leg. So obviously if this was too much, you can just go to this one and just peel yourself away. You can even use the hand if you're not holding the leg. So go wherever you feel comfortable in the lower back. So inhale, we're gonna lift up, roll the shoulders back, lengthen. And if you feel okay here, exhale. And on the next inhalation, lift that left arm and left leg up. Breathe. So it's a variation that one half of our body is in Ardha Bakasana, half frog, and the other one is in half lotus. Lengthen on the left side, lift off. Exhale, release. Come into your mini break in between. Hands underneath the forehead, dropping the hips. Moving the hips from side to side, dropping the heels up, toes in. Let's just go to the other side again, so you can just have the option when you don't grab the leg, just bend it and you're using the left hand to lift up. Or if you're okay, grab that left foot. Inhale, reach up and lengthen. Exhale, lengthen here. And inhale, lengthen. This time the right leg and the right arm, gazing in front of you, nice and strong. Lower back is happy. Breathe. And exhale, release down. Bring the hands underneath the head again. Rock from side to side. So you see, we keep lifting the chest, peeling the chest, energizing, lifting up from our mood. Coming back to the all fours. Just realign a little bit and then push back into your first downward facing dog. Let the head hang, realign the position nice and soft. Just get comfy here. Make any adjustment to feel comfortable in your downward facing dog. Just 2 more deep breaths in here. Really feel this lengthening the spine. Sit bone reaching back towards the sky. Exhale. 1 more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and then slowly walk between the hands. Bend the knees deeply and just allow yourself to hang down here. You can have the hands reaching down or interlace at the elbows. Find the length in the spine, top of the head hanging down. Active core, so you're really you're resting the chest on the thigh, but you're really lifting from the core. Allowing the lower back to have a lovely little release. Counter pose for the back bends, the soft back bends that we have started. If you want, you can just relax the hands and hold the ankles, or even interlace the hands behind the knees and go a little bit deeper. Just breathe. Allow yourself to really find this effortless effort here, as in every single pose, that your alignment feels comfortable for you, strong enough, but at the same time the breath is flowing freely. Relax the hands. Inhale, come up halfway, nice and slow. Just peel away. Lengthen the spine here. Exhale, release. And inhale, come up. Active core, reach up, lengthen. And then come back to the center. Okay, walk forward a little bit. We're not doing a lot of sun salutations, but maybe we want to even do one. So we just release and we're doing variations. Lengthen up, find your mountain position, rooting down with the feet, lifting the inner arches up. Tailbone tucked under, strong core, lengthening up. Inhale, reach the arms up, extend, open up. Exhale, forward, navel to the spine, bow down. Inhale, lengthen up, reach up. Exhale, step back into your plank. Now we're going to stay here for about 5 deep breaths. If you want, you can come down into half plank, bringing the knees down. Or if you want to make it stronger, lift that right leg up. Exhale. 3, bring it back down and bring the left leg up for 2 breaths. Hard to talk. And then bring it down, and when you had your 5 breaths, lower yourself with control. So finding the strength, release down onto the floor, let the head relax, moving into the full locust. So this time, both arms are reaching towards the thighs. On the inhalation, we're going to lift off the arms and the legs at the same time, reaching the fingers back, nice and soft. You don't need to come very high. Exhale. 1 more breath. And then release down. And then come back into the all fours. Realign here. And this time, just have a quick look and see how you want to progress with this. So on the inhalation, we're going to lift that right leg up, nice and bent. On the exhalation, we extend the left hand forward. Inhale, stretch. And exhale, we try to grab that right foot with the left hand and open up. Okay. So we're going to hold this for 3 breaths. So starting with lifting the right leg up, lengthening, activating the core. Exhaling, bringing the arm back. Of course, you can just lift the hand here, or you can just put the opposite hand on the small of the back, whatever feels comfortable for you. You can even come down onto the elbows if this is getting too much, okay? So let's go into the pose. So if you're going with the full version, whichever version you are, elbows, hands, lift that right leg up. Exhale, extend the left hand forward. And inhale, grab that right foot and lift and lengthen. So you can be on elbows, you can just have both hands on the floor and you just bend that right leg up, whichever variation. Exhale, 2, you can wobble around. Exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, release back down. Maybe sit back into a child's pose. Let the head hang. Stretch the spine out. Walk the fingers forward. And then come back and let's do the other side. So whichever version you want to go with, either on elbows, so easiest version, just this, or grabbing the leg like this, or full version, wherever you want to be. Inhale, lift that left leg up. Exhale, extend the right hand forward. Inhale, grab that left leg. Activate the core. Open up. It's almost like an arrow. So you're pulling the shoulders back. You're extending the heart forward. You're breathing deeply. You can wobble. That's okay. Exhale, 2. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, release it back down. Tuck the toes under and push back into your downward facing dog. Realign here. Such a lovely pose. Lengthen the top of the head away from the sit bones. Find any space here. Be active with those hands. Breathe. One more deep breath in here. And then look between the hands and walk between the hands. Inhale, come up halfway, look up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release into your forward fold. Inhale, reach up, lengthen, extend up. Exhale, come back to the center. We're going to repeat this standing. Actually, it's going to be easier because we're using the same leg and arm into our dancer pose. So what we started on the floor, what we did it all for, we're opening on the heart. So what are the parameters of, what are the feelings we're going for? Active core, the balance, the fire is coming from the center. We're rooting down. So rooting down, first starting rooting down with the left leg, and then shifting the weight, lifting that right leg up. Just bringing the right knee, right heel towards the right buttocks and holding with the right hand if you can. Try to bring the knees together. If your mat is very thick, then come on, maybe I turn towards you. If you want, you can grab a belt or a little scarf. And you can stay here, okay? Or you can move into the dancer pose, extending the left arm up, rolling the shoulders back, keeping the knees together. Inhale, reach up and lengthen. And on the exhalation, push that right leg away and start coming forward with the left hand. Oopsie. And then finding your balance, activating the core, reaching the active back bend, breathing Enjoying this, coming as deep as you feel your spine is comfortable with. Exhale 3. Exhale 4. Exhale 5. Slowly come back, lengthen up, release the right leg and bring the right leg in front of you, externally rotating. And we came into the dancing pose. Let's come into the dancing Shiva as well. Bring the hands into the Gyan Mudra, index and thumb together. Roll the shoulders back and just open up the legs. Find this external rotation. Breathe. Lengthen the top of the head up. Opening the arms. Breathe. Exhale 3. Exhale 4. Exhale 5. Inhale, bring the hands to the heart. Release that right outer ankle above the left knee and then come into a half chair. 3-legged chair. Release here. You can come as deep as you can. Lengthen up, smile. If you lose your balance, just take a big smile. Lift the chest. So you're feeling you're nice and strong, but you're only in one leg, so you really have to activate that core. Lift that energy up. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, rise up, lengthen. And then come back to the center. Come back into mountain position, Tadasana. Relax the shoulders down. Check in how you're feeling. One leg feels different to the other. How you feeling in the chest? I keep laughing and smiling in this sequence because it's just bringing the energy up, letting the flow happen, opening the heart. Okay, let's go to the other side. Shifting the weight to the right leg, bending the left leg. Maybe I'll show this one sideways. Bending the left leg and try to grab that left ankle with the hand. Knees stay together. Tailbone tucked under. Remember, you can stay here or you can bring the right arm up. You can even reach towards the wall or a chair for balance. And then on the next exhalation, kick that left leg away and start to come forward into your dancer. 5 deep breaths. If you fall out, take a smile and come back. Exhale 5. Slowly with control come back. Lengthen up. And then bring that left leg across the right in the front, external rotation, and bring the hands into the Gyan Mudra, the index finger together with the thumb. Externally rotate that leg. Lengthen the top of the head up, tailbone down. Dancing Shiva. You may have seen some of these statues. Smile on the face, beautiful, elegant, strong, yet only standing in one leg. Exhale 3. Exhale 4. Exhale 5. Resting that left outer ankle on top of the right knee. Bring the hands together into the prayer position. You can go to the wall if this feels wobbly. I told you, week 7, I am feeling this week the mental effect. We're also getting closer to the lifting of the lockdown. So what's gonna be, what became our normal, is going to change again. So change messes with our balance. Exhale, 3, tailbone tucked under, lifting the chest. Exhale, 4. And 5. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And come back. Stretch the legs out. Nice and easy. And then coming to the front of the mat, we're gonna come down to the floor with the vinyasa. Inhale, lift and extend the arms up. Exhale, forward, forward. Let the head relax. Allow yourself to settle into your forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway, look up. Exhale, step back into your plank. Tuck the tailbone under, activate the core. Again, we're gonna have 5 deep breaths in here. You can have lifting the right leg. You can have the half plank or lifting the right leg, left leg, putting it on the top of the right. Hard to talk. Then lift it up, bring it back. Lift the opposite leg. So you're putting on the heels, here the toes. Lifting and lengthening and bring it up. And then release to the floor. Allow yourself to come down, feels so good. Let the head relax. Inhale, just come into a lovely cobra. You may find it feels nice to open up completely. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes under. Push back into your downward facing dog. Let the head hang, relax. Two more deep breaths in here. The heels are gently coming towards the floor, but that's not the aim. It's all about the length in the spine. Inhale, and then on the exhalation, bring the knees down, cross them, sit them behind. Okay, we're going to start to come into the gentle part of the practice. Move the energy, and now we're just reserving back. So come into with your legs extending. You can go sideways or you can face towards me, and then keep the left leg extending. Inhale, bring the right leg in and drop that right leg out. Shimmy the sit bones out. Find the length in the pose. If you wish to, you can put a block blanket, anything underneath. Inhale, lengthen up, reach up, and on the exhalation, fingertips to the side. Start to walk forward. Start to walk forward slowly. With each inhalation, lifting the top of the head, lengthening the lower back, and on the exhalation, maybe going a little bit slower forward. Okay? Gaze is on the big toe. You can have a mini bend in that left leg if you wish to. You can also have the right leg, not by the inner thigh, but in the inner calf if that's too much for the knee. So really find the adjustment that feels comfortable for you. Inhale. Exhale. Go only as deep as you feel comfortable. Relax in here. And then slowly rise up and lengthen. And we're going to come into a lovely little twist from here. Bring that right leg in. Lengthen up. And you can bring that right leg across the left if you wish to, or you can keep it down. So if you bring it across, make sure your big toe is coming to the floor. Right hand comes nice and comfortable behind you. Roll the shoulders back, lengthen up, and gently move into a twist. towards the right. Nice and lengthened in the spine. Just allowing yourself to smoothly move in there. Allowing the breath to come back to nice and comfortable. So these things really teach us that when we get away from the center, how quickly we can come back. And the more the mind is connected to this, being able to be in our center, connected to the breath, connected to the physical body, the easier it is. It becomes a habit that you can come back to the center. Slowly release back. And then bring the right leg out. Stretch it. Lengthen up, and we're going to continue on the other side. Bringing the left leg in. Dropping it out. Preparing for our Janu Shirshasana. So the sole of the feet can be towards the thighs or further out towards the calf. You can put a blanket underneath if you wish to, or a block. Lengthen up, reach up, and lengthen forward. Joe Dispenza says that there are 3 things that take us away from freedom. 3 things that the ego can get concentrated on, that take us away from being contented, being happy. And these 3 things are when we are concerned too much with our body, so how it looks, what hurts, what's happening. So only concentrating on the physical body. When we are concentrated only on our environment, so like weather, what car we drive, what's happening in our environment. And the third one is time. When we are either stuck in the past or we are just like thinking about the future. You got it. And then in our yoga practice, and the way to get freedom from that is to free the mind of really just being sort of like anchored down to these 3 things. And in our yoga practice, even though we're concentrating on the body, we're not concentrating on the body as like we are like identifying with it, but we're becoming like an observer, letting the breath flow through it. So it's more of this connection of the mind being anchored down, and the flow and the breath, rather than just the physical body. So becoming observers rather than being attached to them. And then slowly comes back, and sounds so easy. If we can be free from the external environment, coming into our twist. So bringing the left leg in, and you can just have the left leg in, and you can only hold and come into the twist, or you can bring that left leg across. Left hand comes behind, lengthen and release into the twist. Allowing yourself to settle here. Nice and soft. And when we are practicing and really being anchored down to the alignment and the breath flowing in the posture and what we are doing in the posture, we're training the mind. And the more often we get into this state of being like in our happy state, in our contented state, the easier it will become to get back to it, because it will become like a familiar place. It will feel like home. While as if only anxiety, worry, anger, if those are our home feelings, that's where we're gonna come back to. And it takes a while to reprogram, I must admit. And there are certain triggers that we are here to learn all through our lives. Slowly come back, but we can slowly and surely come into this contented state with sort of desire. And just stretch the legs out, shake it out a little bit, bring it behind you. And we're going to have one more twist with chest opener. This is the one when you can have like a block or a pillow underneath the head. I'm going to show it from this direction, maybe you can see it. So this is the one when your legs are 90 degrees. If it feels challenging, you can put another block or blanket between the legs or a pillow, and we're resting on the blanket, pillow, whatever you have, and we're opening the arms up. So if we're lying on the right side, lengthening the palms together, lengthening the arms, and on the inhalation we start to open up that arm, lengthen until you feel comfortable, so you don't have to go all the way, and then slowly come back and release. So allow yourself to, sorry if I'm messing with the microphone, allow yourself to only open up until you feel comfortable. We're going to have 10 breaths, so you may only be here or whatever, and just allow this movement to happen nice and slow. Exhale, bring the arm back. Inhale, open up, try to keep the hips nice and steady. The gaze can follow the hand, or I personally really like to keep the gaze stopping at the ceiling. So when it comes into the vision of the ceiling, then I follow the arm, and then opening up, turning the head gently, and then when I come to the ceiling, then only opening the arm. Taking your time, your 10. Let's say we are about 4 or 5. Lengthen the fingers away. Really feel gentle movement in the shoulders, in the neck. Allow it to become a moving meditation, that you're aware of how this feels. Lengthening the fingers nice and soft, and after you're tense, just rest in the arm position that feels comfortable for you. So maybe you can even put something underneath that arm if it doesn't come to the floor, and just really just surrender here. But if this doesn't feel comfortable, just bring the arms back into this gentle opening. Opening in the chest, gentle twist in the lower body, and then bring that arm back and take yourself to the other side. So first bring the knees towards the ceiling, just realign in the center, and then turn to the other side. Sorry, I think left and right got a bit mixed up in here, so just turn to the other side. Bottom palm just extending, top palm reaches in, and whenever you're ready, open up. May feel completely different from one side to the other. This one is really good if you have any kind of shoulder tightness or upper spine tension. Just allowing yourself to breathe through it and never force it. So allow it to just come until it feels comfortable. Remember what your intention is. Your intention is to oil, to release tension, to create fluidity, lightness in here, opening the chest. So you find that there is stability in the lower body, but there is a gentle twist. And you're opening the chest. 10 breaths. And when you have your tense, if you want, you can rest in the opening for a few breaths. And then bring that arm back. Turn onto your back again. Bring the knees in. Give yourself a cuddle and rock from side to side. And then coming up to seated position, turning to the side, coming up or coming up straight away, depending on how you want to come up. Come into a seated position, and let's finish with the alternate nostril breathing, balancing the nervous system, the left and right side of the body. Okay, so if you're familiar with it, then allow yourself to start already, closing the left nostril, breathing in through the right. If not, then fold the index and the middle finger into the right palm, using the ring finger and the thumb, so gently closing the nostrils. Lengthen up, find your comfortable position, nice, effortless effort in your seated posture, straight spine. Close your left nostril, breathe through the right. Close your right nostril, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. So I put my hand away, but keep the hand closing and opening. If it's too much for you and you don't feel comfortable with that, you can have the hand resting and just do it mentally. So continue swapping on the exhalation before the exhalation and keeping it nice and smooth. Balancing the nervous system. Next time you're exhaling through the left nostril, Just release the hands and allow your breath to settle down. And make your way into Shavasana from here. Get the light. If you wish to, your blanket, eye pillow, whatever makes your Shavasana more of a deeper experience. And then release there. Dropping the legs about hip distance apart, feet dropping out, heels in. Just relax the hands to the side of the body, palms facing upwards if you feel comfortable with it. Bring the chin in slightly, creating space in the neck. Shimmy the shoulders out. Just allow yourself to arrive to Shavasana. Allow the legs to relax. Allow the arms to relax. Allow the whole of the torso to relax. Allow the head to relax. Make any adjustment in your physical position to come into your most comfortable, most supported Shavasana. And then once you're there, give yourself permission to just surrender here. We're going to connect with the breath. Start to notice your inhalation and exhalation, just breathing in your natural rhythm, enjoying the breath, being fully connected to the rhythm of your breath. Now allow the observation of the breath to keep as well. And just rest in the silence if your mind allows you, or if your mind is busy. Keep it anchored down to this rising and falling of the breath. Still, the inhalation, feeling the whole body expand. And on the exhalation, gently releasing, letting go. slowly start to bring the awareness back into the physical body, creating a ripple of movement in the fingers and the toes. Maybe circling the arms, wrist and the ankles, bending the knees, feet flat on the floor. Whenever you're ready, come to the fetal position on the right, supporting yourself completely on the right side. And then slowly, with the help of the hand and the elbows, come up to a seated position, back to your cross-legged or the legs straight. Just find a position when your spine can be lengthened. Bring the hands together in front of the heart, palms touching together. Lengthen the spine. Connect with your breath. Notice the sensations in the physical body. So instead of attaching to them, just observing them. Notice your breath. Deep, continuous, silent, relaxed, subtle breath. Notice the mind. What's the activity level? Can you bring it back? Let's finish with the mantra. May the long time sun shine upon you. Feel through the top of the head as you're filling up with this beautiful sunshine, beautiful warming light through the top of the head. Let all love surround you. Feel almost like a hug encompassing you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. So when we're not going from the connecting only to our physical body, our environment and time, but we're connecting to our true light, the soul, which we keep searching for. And then we find contentment, freedom. Rub the palms together. Relax the hands, and even if you find them for a second at the beginning, that's a brilliant start. And open the eyes, blinking into the palms, and then letting the light in, the beautiful massage of the face, healing touch, remember. And then thank you. Namaste. Have a wonderful day.